Everywhere you look in Rio Linda, there is water flowing out of Dry Creek and onto the roads.
Last month it went up about 25 more feet closer to our school. So today it's flooding, but school is open today.
Principal Paul Orlando of Rio Linda High School says their soccer and baseball fields flooded, but the water didn't reach any classrooms. Still, he advised students to be careful.
To stay safe, don't drive through the water that's too deep to drive through, and we'll get through this today.
Some didn't take his advice. Instead, they plowed straight through flooded 10th Street. The Sacramento County Office of Emergency Services checked the Vernon Street gauge in Roseville to assess the risk for downstream cities. By 2 a.m. Tuesday, water levels there reached critical stage at 12 feet. That meant for Rio Linda, it was only a matter of time before some areas were underwater, forcing a voluntary evacuation for residents by the creek.
On that tree over there, it says, you got 10 feet. It's been there for a long time. It's not going up.
Longtime Rio Linda resident Steve Yaden hopes it doesn't get worse, especially after seeing his neighbor's camper already underwater. Many Rio Linda residents say this isn't their first time being in a flood. In fact, they've seen many floods. Steve Yaden says in 1997, he learned his lesson.
It had 3 or 4 feet of water in it back in '97. We had to remodel the whole thing.
$20,000 later, he rebuilt his new home. He raised it 5 feet above ground.
I got 9 steps in the back and 8 in the front, so it won't flood. It won't flood, no.
In Rio Linda, Rena Nakano, Fox 40 News. Fired up for NCAA women's basketball?
Set for Saturday only?
Yes, Saturday only.
Larry Sparks from Tracy is already in line at the Stockton Arena, making sure he gets a good seat.
The guys, they slack off a little bit, but the women, they play hard.
It's the city's first time ever hosting the tournament.
We are just watching the ticket sales creep up every minute.
Wes Ray of Visit Stockton says the city won the bid in 2014 to host the women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8, and they've been preparing ever since. They hope to mirror the slam dunk success of the men's tournament at the Golden One Center this past weekend.
Sacramento did a fantastic job, and they really led the charge here in Northern California. We expect with an event like this to see about $1.5 million to $2 million of economic impact in the Stockton community.
With fans and teams coming to Stockton from all over the nation, hotels saw the need to renovate. Reservations are up.
The hotel will be full. We'll have 2 teams, and our guests are getting the opportunity to visit players as they come in and out of the hotel.
Meanwhile, in the inside of the arena, there will be a big temperature change.
See this ice right here? This is what the Stockton Heat usually plays on. They say it's quite a big transition to get from an ice hockey surface to a basketball court.
Yesterday we started with ice right here. Now we covered it up yesterday. We've been removing a lot of the signage in the arena. And today the basketball floor, a lot of the risers and the carpet will go out today.
By Thursday, the arena will be handed over to the NCAA, where organizers will make the final touches before the games.
We got this. We're ready. We couldn't be more ready for anything I think we've ever done.
And this fan, well, he's ready too. In Stockton, Rena Nakano, Fox 40 News. A firm handshake between a barbershop owner and his loyal client.
I was able to be that first customer that he was going to be seeing today.
Not just for today. Lisa Esparza is the first customer at Supreme Barber Lounge in Sacramento since January 31st. That morning, shop owner Nick Finks found his renovated store destroyed. Vandals broke in overnight, shattered the glass, stole equipment, slashed the chairs, and spray-painted racial epithets on the walls.
Emotionally, and I'm still dealing with it,
Last month, Finks and his barbers were celebrating 1 year in business. The shop, a dream made into reality, a promise he made to his father, also a lifelong barber, who died 2 years ago.
The last conversation I had with him was to open my own barbershop, so it definitely was a dream come true.
A dream that seemed to be drifting away after what Sacramento police called a hate crime, until the Tahoe Park community stepped in to help. Posters with encouraging words left on his broken windows, and more than $5,600 in donations kept Fink's spirits up and helped him move forward with repairs.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but Tahoe Park. I feel like I picked the right area.
In the last few weeks, he's repainted the walls and cleaned his mirrors. Wednesday, the sound of clippers signaled his first day back. There's still a lot that needs to be done. For example, there's still slashes left here. But many customers say no matter what, they'll always be coming back to sit down on these chairs.
I'm still going to be here whether they have broken windows and there's there's vandalism. That doesn't define them who they are as a person. That just defines that they're still willing to work through all the hard times that they've just been put through.
Hard times, Fink says he will overcome.
Don't let someone else take you out of your element. You have to fight. If you fall down 7 times, you have to get up 8. And that's how I feel. That's kind of like my mindset.
In Sacramento, Rena Nakano.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, thank you guys.
Fox 40 News.
There's been a lot of challenges we've had to overcome. Just in the past 28 weeks, it's gone by in a flash because we basically have no time to think about anything. You're just going and doing. It's a pretty amazing experience, and it's amazing to be standing here on the other side of it, about to graduate. So.
It's been an exciting journey. You envision this from day one when you step onto the academy. It was very exciting. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights, but we're here now.
CTC 316 did a special banner in honor of Officer Chalou, and this very banner was run with the cadets to the Capitol Run on Wednesday morning.
The death of Officer Lucas Chalou is definitely extremely saddening. However, hasn't changed. I don't think any cadet or a new officer here today hasn't changed their mind as far as looking forward to the future on this department, and just looking forward to a great career with California Highway Patrol.
It's Rena Nakano live at the dam for a look at what water managers are doing today. Rena, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Yeah, big changes to come today. Right now, the water level here at the Oroville Reservoir is 842 feet out of the maximum of 901. I want to show you what the dam looks like right now. It has some brown areas. You can actually see a little bit of the beach. About 2 weeks ago, there was absolutely no beach water than the trees. And the reason for all of that is all that water is actually coming out of the spillway, and it has been continuously since the big storms. The Sheriff's Department as well as the Department of Water Resources are going to have an updated press conference today at 10 a.m. So we will bring you that live. Reporting live out here in Oroville this morning, I'm Rena Nakano. I'll send it back to you. Good morning, you guys. Absolutely. The Sacramento region definitely has a huge stake in March Madness. First of all, for the first time ever, we have a couple of local boys to cheer for. And like you said, also, Golden One Center is going to be hosting it for the first time ever in its history. So let's talk about the UC Davis Aggies, shall we? But not everyone had to put on chains. We spoke to a couple who said they were lucky enough to hitch a ride from a friend with four-wheel drive. Instead of replacing the windows altogether, they kept the outside window. So the historic look is still there, but they also added this inside window, which makes it extremely efficient.